I think a lot of people see it that way.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, a lot of people see it that way, and that's why people don't come to church. Let's just be honest. Nobody wants to come where they feel like people already have it together, when in reality the church is a hospital for those that are sick, because that's where you get your healing. So if you don't come, you stay sick. And if you don't have people like us who want to go out into the street,
Thank you.
there's nobody to meet them like today. Well, the day before yesterday, I had a divine appointment in the Walmart parking lot.
Oh, I loved it.
We were going to get into our car, and a lady was getting out of her car, and she said, "You're angels of the Lord." Now, mind you, we don't know this lady from nowhere. We just saying, "Hey, would you like our basket?" Because, you know, we see there's a lot of people in there. And if you want this one,
That's right.
you know, she was like, "No." She began to talk about everything. And I was just like, "Okay, Lord, I'm listening." He's like, "Begin to pray." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm beginning to pray." And I was like, "She's like, pray for my son." And I was like, "Okay, well, what we're not going to do is waste time, because we don't know the day or the hour. And since there's no distance in prayer, let's rock out right now. Like, let's go."
Yeah, why not?
I just started praying. And she said she needed that. She was like, "I'm finally out of the house. I'm finally free. I've been in the house for so long, battling all these demons in my home, and I'm finally out, and I meet y'all." So, you see what I'm saying? I'm like, that for me is what it's about. It's not about, I love coming to church, but the church is the filling station for the ones who are less sick. Because listen, I still have my issues, okay? I'm still having to trust the Lord at every step of the way. Because even when you think you have it all together, He gonna show you, "No, baby, not. Let's look at this next piece right here." And that's the piece that nobody sees, right? Because I don't have symptoms of sin showing on the outside anymore. Really, when we smoke and drink and do what we do, those are just coping mechanisms or symptoms of the roots that are really going on in here. So my issues of rejection or abandonment or develop symptoms of low self-esteem, which in turn made me feel like, oh, I need to smoke so I don't ruin the relationship that I was in that I didn't want to lose, because I had a mind to be like, I'm not standing for that. But when I smoked, I became complacent or compliant. You see what I'm saying? So it was stuff that I would tolerate in that foggy space that I wouldn't tolerate clear and connected. So
That's right.
in those moments now, I realize, oh, those are just symptoms, but the root is where I'm going. Where are we going? I'm going for the root, because that's the only way. If you cut off a plant at the top and don't pull the root out, it's going to grow back.
Yeah. You have to take out the source.
Yeah. And so that's what my prayer is, having here while I have this opportunity to serve in this capacity, that we free somebody out there.
Yes.
Which will only happen if we're doing yourselves.
Praise God for another day.
Yes, you can give me
Yes.
I was thinking
Come
that.
Yes.
Will.
Which is also like what my His Love speech that I do during the week. That's exactly what it's about. It's like everybody wants people to get saved, but nobody's teaching about the Savior. Nobody is saying what type of man He was. They be like, oh, He be the one who walked the earth without sin. That doesn't mean He wasn't tempted though, because otherwise why were you in the garden sweating?
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying? You in the garden sweating blood.
Exactly.
So that means it was hard. The last time I felt like I was sweating blood, I was in a situation that had me like boom, 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 and I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything because I was in an environment where two moments. I was in a hospital and somebody had done something, and so I'm sitting there in the face of their now spouse. But mind you, we spouses. And I'm feeling all of them, boom, 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 boom. So I can't live out. I'm in the hospital, but two, I would lose my witness if I did. And that was more important to me at that time. Like, Lord, I said that I want to rep you. You see? So for me,
Real talk.
I'm I'm no holds barred.
Yeah.
I'm no holds barred. Like, listen, I know what it is to be in the face of the enemy and they wicked at me. Like, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, the devil's a whole liar.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have me lose my mind in here. I'm not gonna be crazy behind you because I let you manage me and control me because I let anything that gives you anger or bitterness every single time you see it has control over you, and that means that it's your master, because it says whatever you yield your members to, that's your master. So if I continue to yield my body to anger and unforgiveness, then it's my master. Can't nothing rule and reign over here but Jesus.
Right.
And that's if I let him.
Exactly.
Especially, yeah.
Because that's really my part. My part is saying, I don't want that. I don't want the hope that tries to live inside of me. You know, I want Jesus. I want to answer crazy questions with a soft answer because it turns away wrath.
Yeah.
Versus me throwing fuel like, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I was that one. What? Like,
Or going quiet, but really just having a hard heart.
listen, and I do that too. Well,
And just having a hard heart and just being quiet. Some people just get real quiet and isolate themselves, but their heart is so hard.
Yeah, that's
They
when
won't
you.
let nobody in.
Yeah, listen.
That's just as bad as screaming and shouting at people.
Very much so. Because now you're isolated, and because you're isolated now, the enemy can attack you as much as he wants to because you're in there by yourself. You don't have no battle buddy. You don't have nobody to stand guard with you because you pushed everybody away.
And we start desiring the old life.
We'll bring them on. We'll bring you on. So you can come there. What will happen is, I don't want to stress you. What will happen is, boom. I'm gonna talk about today's word.
Okay.
I'll mention that we have a special guest, and then I'm gonna give them really quick sow a seed, water baptism, holy convocation. Right? I'll talk about that, and then I'm gonna say let's welcome our special guest, William Carr.
Can this be tilted down any?
I don't know. I didn't change it. Works for me.
That works?
Yep. You still want me to do the let's take a sneak peek into the video for Black History Month, right?
Yeah, if that does, we'll just play the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
We'll play
cool.
the same one.
Okay. I mean, I just wanted to make sure because I wanted to see where to fit
Yes.
him. We normally fit them after the announcements.
So the announcement,
Cause bring him
bring him,
and then go to the Black History Month.
talk music ministry for a second,
Yeah.
then go to Black History.
Yep. And we all three can turn and look for that. Okay.
Ooh.
So all three. So no. So I'm not. Don't you look at that. So after this, I'll bring you in.
Okay.
Right? And then we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk a little bit about whatever the Lord tells me to do. And then we're going to talk music ministry.
Okay.
Because the thing is, they have to get to know you.
Yeah.
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 So
Who
where are
is
you?
Will?
Yeah. And we're going to know who was Will,
Mm-hmm.
who is Will now,
Yeah.
and then who does Will desire to see next year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay?
That's gonna be
I
interesting.
like that.
This is gonna be straightforward.
All right.
And it's okay.
It's going to touch hearts.
It's gonna be like on the lines of I don't know. It's really
And that's
interesting.
okay.
that's
But
right.
guess what? As long as you put your hand in the hand of the Lord, He's
Yeah.
going to guide you. It says that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Right?
Right.
And then His word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path.
Right.
So don't worry about that. Just be truthful that He gonna do His thing. He gonna do His thing. Yeah.